sounds too early. Hands already warm, working for a better day, trying to keep me warm. Boss man count his tally, we just count our turn. Fair don't come easy, I had to stand and fight for mine.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our build here in San Sebastian, Ilonggo Sur, Philippines. It's a great day for us here. We got a lot to talk about here in our house update. But first, I want to give a shout out again to Mel and Graham for inviting us over to their turnover key ceremony. It was great. Their house is fantastic. If you want to see their house, I made a video on it last week. A little story that kind of equates to them and to us. Mel and Grandma from the UK. So basically they spend half their time in the UK and half their time here. So that means during their building process, they were only here half the time, which puts a lot of faith and a lot of trust in your contractor. That faith and trust that you put in your contractor, that has to be a two-way street, okay? Your contractor has to have faith in you that if you're going to change things or add things and add cost to your build, that at the end they're going to get paid for those things, okay? It can't just be a one-sided thing. For us, I'll tell you the little story of how we had the solar, that I increased the solar to 18 kilowatts. You saw that last week, and it cost me 914,000 pesos. At no time did our contractor, Mom Karen, ever say, I need that money up front to make that happen for you. The only thing she said was, yes, sir, I will take care of that for you. Money never came up, okay? And the way this contract is set up is, in the beginning, we pay 50%. At 50% of the build, you pay 25%, and then at the end, you pay the remainder, okay? So you're talking like an extra million pesos, basically, at the end. What I did to keep my book straight and my budget in line, and because Mom Karen was doing such a great job, we were so happy when we came up here in May and saw how much progress was being made. And at the time that we increased our solar, the wife and I went home and we talked about it, and we said, they're making such great progress and they've done such a great job. And Mom Karen has been, so nice to us and so generous that we were at about 40% build at that time. We decided to pay Mom Karen at that time the entire 25% at the 50% mark, plus the additional solar. I did that because I want her to know that not only do I trust her, that she can trust me. I think it's very important that you establish that rapport with your contractor. What I would say is that if you're involved with the contractor and you've made additions to your build, and you've accrued additional costs, and that at every time you do that, if you have a contractor that says, I need that money up front, I need that money up front to make that happen for you, for me, that would seem slightly suspicious. A good contractor in my book is one that is not only can do the build, but is financially able to take on those additional costs without asking for it up front. That may be wrong, but it seems to me that a good contractor who is financially stable, their business is financially stable, they're not counting on just one little project to make their business is very important. We're not the only build, of course, that Mom Karen does. You saw Mel and Graham's. There's another one that they got coming up right over there by Mel and Graham that's about 90% finished, I do believe now. Another beautiful house. I hope we get invited to that key turn. It's really nice. But I just thought I would share that real quick, okay? Just to, give you an idea of how I view it. I think it's the right way to view things. I think there's got to be that really good rapport with you and your contractor. You have to trust them, and they have to trust you. And that's really, the bottom line of it all. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for all the comments from the last video. I try to read them all and answer as many as I can. And of course, I have to address one of them. It was a comment about vapor barrier not being put down as they poured my cement inside the house. I did a little research on it and even reached out to another expat that's doing a build. So thank you, Scott, for responding to my question that I put to you. Vapor barriers are very common in the States, especially in the northern states and states that have, winters and summers and all that. With that ground freezing and thawing and freezing and thawing, you will get a lot of moisture underneath your foundation. It's common, and vapor barriers are a real necessity in those cases. And then when I reached out to Scott, and he explained what his engineers told him, which was basically what our engineer had told us. Here in the Philippines, it's fairly common, but not as common. Each situation and each build has to be addressed on its own merits. Okay. Here, with our house being up so high, and we have so much fill inside the house here, and the drainage that we have here, and the fact that when we started digging this, we started digging the fence and the foundation for this house. The trenches were not filling up with water, which tells you that this is not a flood-prone area. Okay, I've seen many builds, not many. Let me take that back. Not many. I've seen a couple builds that when they started digging their walls and their foundations for the house, water just filled up their trenches. Okay, that should tell you right there that place is, that area is prone to floods. There's a lot of water up close to the surface. In those cases, I would absolutely say I would want a vapor barrier. Okay, but again, each build should be evaluated on its own uniqueness. As with ours, like I said, we're not prone to floods. We didn't have the water coming up as we dug. The amount of fill that we have in the house and the drainage that we have here didn't warrant a vapor barrier. I'm sure there's going to be some people, oh, it doesn't matter, you need one anyways, and blah, blah, blah. Agree to disagree. I'll go with my engineer as Scott went with his. So, you can't arbitrarily apply what's done in the States or other countries to here. Like I said, each build has to be evaluated on its own merits, and that's really all I'm going to say about it. We don't have one, and I'm completely confident in the decision and the reasons behind it. We won't have any problems. I mean, we just won't. Okay, so let's start with the updates here. I'm standing in the front bedroom, What they've done is they started installing the insulation up on the roof. We've got that double-sided insulation, keeps the heat out and keeps the cool in. And they started installing the I don't know what you call it, the support beams, I guess, for the ceiling. I'll give you a quick look at that. You can see here the insulation up there and the support beams for the ceiling being put in real soon. That's very exciting. We're going to have our ceiling and insulation done here real soon, which means we're pressing along very, very well. The other thing that we found out was they're going to be starting the carport very soon, putting that up. After the carport goes up, I heard that they'll start installing the solar system, which is great. I'm going to film the entire process of the installation of the solar system. I'm very interested in it. I want to see that entire process, and hopefully it'll help somebody else as they start doing their build and considered installing a solar system. So that's very, very exciting. I can't wait to see as they start installing this this ceiling. That's going to be really good and really exciting. A roof and then a ceiling. That's great. The other big thing that got done this week, I'm standing on my porch. It's almost done. They'll be putting in a step or two here, but you can see they got the cement poured all the way down. We got the 2 columns, extra columns put in already, which is outstanding. This is just going to be fantastic for us. This porch is the perfect size that I wanted. Plenty of room to put out some outdoor furniture and sit out here and enjoy it. So this is huge. Really pleased with how this is coming out. Really impressed about the columns, how they came out, the extra columns that they put in. You can see some of them have got some roughness on them. They're going to be putting some tiles on there, some decorative tiles to make it look really, really nice. So I can't wait to see how that comes out. What you can see too here, they started, the columns went up to the top of the deck now. They got those 3 installed already. That'll be for the railings, of course. So the deck / porch is coming along great. Like I said, that deck up there is going to be a really nice addition to our house, and very excited to have that done for us. Another area that's making a lot of progress is the back CR here. I think this is the first time I've actually been able to walk in here completely. But this CR is actually coming out a lot better and a lot bigger than what I really thought it was going to be when I first started seeing the build. I thought it was going to be pretty small, but it's not. It's pretty wide, wide enough. I'll put it that way. That I'm really pleased and really happy with how it's going to come out. We'll see. You know, you can kind of see here. You know, I stretch my arms out. That's supposedly your arm length is about your height, and I'm 5'4". So you got about a 5'4" width here in this CR, which, you know, I think is plenty. It's going to be roomy enough. We have a nice big shower back here, so really happy on how this is turning out. Really happy. Now I'm here in the back bedroom. You remember the nook here? That's gotten finished up really nice. This is a really nice addition to this room. It's going to keep that clothes closet back out of the way, which frees up some more space in here. So it's really impressed on how they did that for me. You know, again, that was not part of the original plan, but it's come out great. They've got ceiling installed, some ceiling installed in here. You can see here, and insulation already installed in here. So, you know, these two bedrooms have come along great. Really pleased with this here, with this progress on the ceiling. It's going to be just awesome. It really is. You know, another good look at the nook back here, right? You know, just cannot say enough about how good and how happy I am with our contractor, KR Construction, and Mom Karen. I think I say it every time I do a video, and I mean it every single time. They just do a really great job. This here is the front bedroom, our bedroom. Can't really get in there that much. They've got a lot of materials in here, but they got their scaffolding set up because they're doing the ceiling in our room. That's getting done and started. So it's really nice, really good. You know, with the size of our house, that insulation is really going to keep this house cool, help keep it even cooler. You know, with our 2.5 air cons out here in the living room, and then we'll have a 2.5 over here in the dining room. This house is going to be really cool, super cooled off in the summertime, which is super important. It gets pretty warm here, as everybody knows, in the Philippines. So we'll be very, very comfortable in here, I do believe. I'm not even really thinking about it. The good thing that the wife has come up with and said we'll have some darker, thicker curtains put up here on this window and this window, and probably in our bedroom window there too, because that setting sun will be just about in that area, and it'll be beaten in here pretty good. Although I think the covering for the deck for the porch is going to block a lot of that sun. We won't get that hot sun beating in here probably until about 5 o'clock, 5:30 at night, and then it's only an hour, 45 minutes after that the sun will set. But you know, with the aircon right there up on that wall over there, we're going to be very comfortable. If it gets a little too warm, we'll just close the curtains up and it'll cool off. I'm not even concerned really. It's going to be nice in here. Be very comfortable. So again, thanks everybody for joining me today. Really excited with the progress that's been made this week. And very happy again for Mel and Graham on their key turnover. Congratulations, you guys. You got a really, really nice house over there. Looking forward to when we do our key turn, but we're still months away from that. But again, thanks for joining me. We'll be back next week. If something major comes along, maybe I'll do a midweek update. As they get closer to doing the ceiling, that would be great. Maybe I'll come back over and this middle of the week and give a quick update. But hey, again, everybody, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the comments. And we'll see you next week, all right? Bye.
I really should've known. We were dynamite till we hit a red light. Then I see the signs. Oh, after all that time, this is it for us. You don't wanna try. God, your love was real, but it's down for us. Now you can't decide. Oh, oh, oh. After all this time, this is it for us. Change your energy, yeah, you switch things up. Now you seem brand new to me. But was that even for? Was you playing your games? Was you really